bowler. So much of swing of your yeah, to his over. This is first over. Going to charge, going up and over. The time did that well. Yes, good enough to get a boundary. Good intent here shown by the batter. The second out, hitting the ball in the air. Much better here. Trying to was there. That's in the air once again. There is a man down there, straight into his throat. It is taken easily. Just poor bit of batting there. You can see the ball was short. Kapil Borkar, keeper himself in the half on the region. I felt that he once again wanted to hit in the same region. Just got it straight to the fielder. Well placed fielder there. Good play here from Kapil Borkar at work. The first wicket falling. All the pass 13 for 1. Martino. So the mark straight away. Lower. Good to just not easy. Good to see that the sleeping play. So going of what the of use those got good feet. So if it doesn't goes short from that position towards no one to hit cross. That is what is going to give them opportunity of a wicket. He's bowling well. If at all they have to go across the line, then they have to take the risk. So good over here from Vinay Samari. Just concedes 6 runs but picks up the wicket of Naval Naik. 3 overs gone, 15 for 1 Stallions. That's good shot. That's just inside. It's very well played here. Strong shot from the batter. I think there was no one there in the cow corner region. There was earlier one for Vinay Samari, but Dinesh Pai introduced and he has been put for a boundary straight away. That's more like it. Don't allow the new bowler to get into rhythm and just try to go the attacking way. They have not won a single game so far, the Stallions, not because they don't have a good team, but I feel that sometimes most of the batters have not shouldered the responsibility of playing those 35 knocks that is required once you get a start. So most of the batters should take the responsibility, especially the top 3 or 4, and try and get few runs. That is what most of the sides have done. The sides which are performing well, they have a very strong platform led by the openers or then capitalizing by the middle order. That's good shot. That's whacked. That's whacked over the top. And that's good hit. 6 runs all the way after that boundary. That was right in the slot and hit with the line, with the spin over the cow corner. And that's the first 6 of the Saturday morning. That's just chipped in the air, but man in the deep. It's a good batting. Much better here from Marzino. In fact, Rohit Mehta has come with a proper frame of mind. That's what you require. He's been sent up here. Just try to score runs. Because they missed him in the first 2 games, I feel. And then after he has come, has been sent in the middle order where they didn't had the best of the starts. That's over the top. That's more like it. Goes downtown, goes aerial, but very safe. A lot of wood on it, and that's the second boundary of this over. This time it's Marzino coming into the act. Pretty expensive over from Dinesh Pai here has been brought. This plan certainly of bringing Dinesh Pai in the power play overs has not worked. That's another one, but man in the deep. So just going to be a couple of runs as he has to do a lot of job there. So expensive over of this morning coming from Dinesh Bhai so far. 17 conceded, 4 overs gone, 32 for 1 Stallions. Yes, driven straight to the fielder. Run out opportunity, directed try, but Rohit Mehta makes it in the end. So after the previous over slightly expensive, they brought Siddharth Ganekar once again into the attack. So second over for him, and they normally utilized him in 4 different spells. 1 over in the power play, and then in the middle overs from 6 to 10, then once again 1 over from 11 to 15, and then one in the death overs. But I realized maybe Rohit Mehta is batting well, and he's trying to just up the ante here, trying to play the big shots and getting the runs as well. So maybe thinking to pick up a wicket here and just change the course of the pace, because they were picking the spinners, picking their spots very nicely. Maybe realizing that we need one more over here, one burst here from that fast bowler. Maybe we can see Kapil Borkar coming in much quickly and hoping to see if there is any bit of movement in this morning session. Inside edge, he's certainly getting the swing there and he's bowling in the right areas. The batters are trying to just go over the top. Just a little bit of movement is good enough to not middle the bat for the batters. So another one, making in singles of this over so far. Earlier one was a very, very good over, 17 taken of Dinesh Bhai, and Rohit Mehta tried to just flex his muscles and got a 6 and a boundary, and then Marzino got a boundary as well. And they played it in the air, but they were very safe shots. They knew exactly where they wanted to place it, and that was missed in the earlier matches for the Stallions. More intent up the order, yes, Marzino, and gets him. He gets him just right through his defenses, and that knocked him over. So pretty good bowling here from Siddharth Ganekar, and that's the reason why he was brought in. He was looking good. He was swinging the ball back in, and you can see that right crashing, perfect Yorker. Nothing short in the end from the batter. Just wild swing. 2 wickets down on 35 in the 5th over. So 5 overs bowled here, 36 for 2 Stallions. It's well played here, very well played. Gets it over the fielders, and there is no stopping once it goes past in the ring. Very well played, I must say. Slightly short, slightly wide, but yeah, just carved onto the offside. Never intended to keep it down. Well controlled, well played here. Dr. Ankush Patil has been sent up here. A definite shift in the thinking, definite change in the batting order here. They understand that they need runs at the top. Ankush Patil was coming at number 9, number 8, very low down. Batted well, with soft hands, and gets an easy single. That is how you got to do in the power play overs. And when the batters have been sent up, they certainly know that we have to get boundaries as well as rotate the strike. It's very quick in between the wickets. So this looks much better. They're certainly thinking positive. They are certainly thinking about getting runs from the top 5 batters and then capitalizing on those partnership. So far, you can see 2 wickets have been taken by the bowlers of Knights, but the intent is still looking good from the Stallions. That's more like it. Has he timed it that well? No, just not middling the ball, and good 2 runs taken. That is what Ankush Patil will bring in. He will just make the batter work hard. He himself will work hard, and as well as his partner Rohit Mehta, who has moved on to 20. Very good variety in this bowling attack of the Knights. Once Vikram Gaitonde has marked his entries, they will go left armers, left arm orthodox. We have seen few left arm orthodox performing very well. Om Fatte, Nurmai Das, Jamir Carroll. And oh wow, how did that miss? Not the best of the shots so far in the morning. Trying to whack across the line and missing it altogether. Just lucky not to hit. Oh, this is risky, 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 risky. Very, very risky that was. Why it was required to be taken? Ankush Patil feels that he could just run hard and fast and make it at that end. A good throw, I think it would have been curtains for Dr. Ankush Patil. This was needless. He already got 2 runs. First of all, it was not the best of the shots from the batter. It was an armour that came back in. And it just missed the off stump by a whisker, and then keeper faltering in the collection behind, taking a couple of runs by signal, in fact 3. And now Ankush Patil comes on strike. They need partnership, and just at sometimes I feel he is so fit and he's so agile. He can take a singles, or he can take these runs at any time, any point of time against any fielders. Dr. Ankush Patil. Definitely, it's not a bad thing, but you should also judge the runs, understand the situation that they have lost 2 wickets, and you need a partner here. And someone like Rohit is not the quickest around compared to Ankush Patil. Not that he is too slow either. So not middling the ball. Is trying to hit over the top at the wide long on the region. So just a single here to finish the power play overs. Stallions going at 48 for 2 after 6. Expected Kapil Borkar to come after the end of power play overs, and there he is coming from the far end. Next 4 overs from the opposite end, from where we are at the moment in the commentary box. Starts off with gentle medium pace. Normally, you can bowl decent medium pace, so maybe just looking to cut down on the pace and trying to just bowl gentle medium. Yeah, different sort of approach. Certainly, not trying to bowl outright fast. I think certainly understood maybe if I bowl a little quick, then the ball is definitely going to come. And if you bowl with some floaters in between, it doesn't provide the pace for the batters to work with, especially in the backward point and that gully point region. Nicely driven, sent back, well fielded. A good call here, early call from Dr. Ankush Patil, because he only as a batter will understand how well he timed the ball in the covers. Shone it there. That's more like it. It's getting a little bit of swing there. Surprising. Maybe he's intentionally bowling slow in the air. It's unusual. Kapil Borkar will definitely have a word with him later on as the innings finish. Certainly, the change of mindset as far as the bowling is concerned. Bowling way slow in the air. Yeah, that's more like it. And concentrating on that length and line just outside the line of off stump. Because sometimes when you bowl fast, you provide the pace as well as you can be erring in your line and length. Certainly a different approach today from Kapil Borkar. Maybe they have certainly thought about it before coming into this match. It's in the air. That's in the air. And Kapil saying it is mine. And finally, keeper saying, I have the gloves on, mate. I've got more chances of taking the catch rather than you. So it's Pranav Biche taking the catch. That's the third wicket taken here by the Knights. And I was exactly mentioning he was bowling intentionally slow in the air. And that's what you can see that bring in the cheers and smiles in the camp. The plan of the change of pace and a different approach has worked for Kapil Sinha Borkar. And it's the third wicket is 50 for 3. Siddesh Burke comes in and a good throw in the deep. He's not the quickest around, and that is what Ankush Patil has to be careful about the situation. Not had the best run so far, Siddesh, as far as the betting is concerned. But Ankush Patil has been good wherever he has been given the opportunity and sent the with responsibility to finish as well. He has done on few occasions, getting the 35s, getting the 30s. He's always busy on the crease whenever he's around. As far as running and playing the shots, can't keep him quiet for too long. So very tricky bowler, Shonit. Bowls well and gets those gentle uh, incoming deliveries, in deepers, you can call it. Yeah, that's the one now appeal there. It dips in at the last moment. You feel that the ball is going to go straight in, and where is his trajectories more often. That is where he relies on picking the wickets. So, got to be careful in your defenses to understand the trajectory of the ball when the ball is released. Oh, that's not the best shot. That's not a good shot here. Walking across the stump and exposing it, it was pushed in by the bowler, and that's a bad dismissal here for Siddesh. You won't even have a look at it when he heads back into the dressing room. It's the fourth wicket down on 53. That's the problem it has been for this team. You just walk in and try to just walk across the stumps and play across the line for a straight ball. Missed it all together, and that crashed into the middle stump. Not the best view that you want to see when you hit back and see the dismissal live. So Dinesh Pai has been brought back. Now it's much better here for Dinesh to bowl. Oh, that's lovely ball. Beautiful bowling That's exactly what you want your off spinners to bowl and concentrate in that just wideish off stump line. Well, the ball coming back in, spinning just marginally. Gets a single there. Well, you got to feel for Nikhil Virjinkar sometimes when, as a captain, he has tried so many things that would have worked, but I felt that maybe most of the batters just not taking the responsibility which was required. You see the earlier dismissal of Siddesh Borke just comes in and just gives away his wicket. And what a captain can do, just maybe motivate them at one point of time, but that motivation and the discussions that are coming out from the team meetings and others should be transpired on the field, which has definitely not happened for them. It's in the air, but and that's been dropped. He reached there. Once you reach, you are expected to take the catch. I think it's Vikram Gaitonde fielding in the backward square leg region. Maybe he didn't pick it up early. The ball was hit in the air, trying to sweep the ball. So many overs left here. They cannot afford to lose a wicket at this point. That's more like it. Driven firmly. And that's misfielded and runs down for 4 runs. That was a firm shot from the batter. And the fielder was in the position, maybe a little bad bounce, conceding a boundary. Dinesh Pai will be thinking, whoa, I'm having a bad time today. When the ball driven straight to the fielders are going for the boundaries. Sometimes it happens. Bowled some exceedingly good spells in this season. MCL 11 was getting the turn there. Really good turn, sharp turn from Dinesh Pai. Surprised the batter, the captain of the Stallions, marks the end of over number 9 and is 63 for 4. Shonit has been asked to continue here, looking for a couple of runs, and yeah, wonderful running. Very well judged and very well run here by Dr. Ankush Patil and the skipper. Just played with soft hands, exactly around the edge of that 30-yard ring, and gets easy two. Floated there, drifting down the leg side. Still got a man in the catching position in the short mid wicket and short covers. Although Stallions are going at somewhere around 7 runs per over, but I think it's the Knights that are controlling the things very well with their bowling changes. Easy to that. Well played with the spin. It should be bowling more towards that off stump channel. Man in the deep backward square leg region. These are big boundaries, so 2 runs are quite possible once you place it in the gaps. That's more like it. That's much better here. It's better off bowling the fourth stump or the off stump. It's not going to produce a lot of turn there compared to Dinesh Pai. Was definitely getting a lot of spin from the track. So pushing for singles here, and that's more like it. They need to move around, getting somewhere around 6, 7, 8 runs per over in these next 5 overs, and then go for a big acceleration later on. Well bowled, pushing on the offside, but he's very quick, Ankush Patil. So that's the halfway mark. We have finished with 10 overs have been bowled by the nice Stallions, going at 70 for 4. No run there. You see, there is confusion immediately after the drinks break. Ankush Patil always a live wire whenever he's around. He wanted a single there, but captain was not confident about that single. Just was around close to the bowler as well as that short covers. So Vikram Bhai Tonde has been brought from the commentary box, and is the second over. He was bowled the first over in the power plays. Hit straight back. Very difficult chance. Difficult chance, I must say. Such catch is not easy. We have seen one catch was taken by Dr. Vicky Nevgi. That was also struck very hard, but he pouched onto it very nicely of the match between the Thunders and the Avengers. Good game of cricket. We witnessed that. It was Saish Mamre's catch. Certainly a good reflex is shown by Dr. Vicky Nevgi. Similar sort of a catch there, whacked very hard and very fast. It was traveling. Looks very easy in the slow motions, but you got to have pure reflexes. That's is very well. Wonderful shot. Good drive. And looks for a couple of runs. One of the throw was sent back. Another confusion. It's the second time happening in this over. Ankush Patil believes that he can take on any fielders and can scamper for those singles, doubles. You got to also have a look at the partner, whether he's quick enough or not to respond. Nicely played in the gap. Might just get a boundary there. Yes, it does. He placed it very well. Just slice the ball into the backward point and gully region and gets the boundary. Very well placed. Well played here, skipper. That's how we got to do it. This was absolutely a no risk shot. Played with the turn and played it very nicely, allowing the ball to come onto it, and was in the best position also to play that shot. That's more like it. That's a much better line and length. You got men in the deep square leg region. Even if they go for the sweep, there is a protection down there. So marks the end of over number 11 with the dot ball is 77 for 4 Stallions. Well played off the back foot into the covers, gets a single. Kapila, after that first over where he got wicket of Rohit Mehta, has brought himself from Dinesh Trikhannad gallery end. That's how he has bowled. He's been successful. If you can land a ball in the right areas, you don't require to bowl outright medium pace. So he's cutting down on pace is a strategy that has been used for the first time by Kapil. So far successful. Not the best of the ball. Poor delivery. As he's tried the medium pace, drifting down the leg side, and it's been smacked at the backward square leg region. Hit me anywhere, says the bowler, and has taken the advantage. Lot of gap there. Poor bowling, and deserves this treatment. Sometimes the temptation of bowling the medium paces, your usual actions, usual trajectory, and the temptation sometimes comes for the bowler to do something once again, like how he used to bowling like the original Kapil Borkar. So, but this time he's straight down. So, not persisting with the plan. Got to have that patience as well. It's important here. And as sometimes giving away a easy boundary like this one is just going to play into the batter's way. Dr. Ankush Patil has played well. He moved around the crease nicely. Has already reached on 26 of 21 balls. Certainly was needed to be sent up rather than down the order. Well, we were looking for a wide, but I think the ball pitched and came back in just inside the guideline. This was floated in. Down the leg side, another one, poor one, should get a boundary. It was a little bit more pace provided by the bowler, and he knows both the boundaries have come towards the final leg region. Just a leg glance and no one down there. And another easy one. Kapila will just be distressed on himself to concede two easy boundaries, as easy as you can get. So pretty good over here for the Stallions. 12 overs gone, 88 for 4. So Vikram is well set now. Dr. Ankush Patil gelling well with his partner, his keeper, and building a partnership which was required at the top as well. The first four batters is getting the starts, Rohit Mehta, but could not capitalize on the start. Need partnership of somewhere around 50, 60s, or even 40s by the batters in the middle. This is much better. The way they are milking away with the runs here and putting the loose ball away for boundaries. That is what you have to do. Opportunities will come your way, but you capitalize on those loose balls and then try to just rotate the strike for singles and doubles. And that's what this partnership has done so far. Both the batters into the 20s. The skipper has moved on to 20. Dr. Ankush Patil is heading towards his 30s. Pick the spot on the leg side, gets another single. Now the wicket looks much easy to bat compared to what we started with. Having lost the 4 wickets, that always delays the acceleration, that delays the scoring abilities of many of the natural batters who are good strikers. Down the ground, single there. Rotating the strike here, there's much more like it. Not getting any boundary ball or loose balls, but they've got singles of almost every ball now of this over. 5 singles so far of the first 5 balls. And gets another one. 6 singles of 6 balls of Vikram Gaitonde. 13 gone, 94 for 4. Looking for a single run out chance. Direct hit was required. Missed it by very close distance. Ankush Patil, you can see how he's always alert to the situation of sneaking in a single. He saw the keeper, just could not collect the ball and just going back behind him, searching for the ball, and then sneaks in an opportunity and taking that quick single. As expected, Siddharth Ganekar has been brought here to pick up a wicket and break this partnership. Always brings them the cheers. Looking for two. Run out on the cars. Good throw. I think he has made it. He has made it in. Very, very quick. Needed the fielder to come in quickly and also throw at the stumps. Needed quick throw, but it was not so quick. Ankush Patil is much quicker. Very well run here, and that's what he brings in to the side. More liveliness on the field as a runner as well, and that's good signs. He's been performing really well for this team. 31 of 25. A very good position they have sent him today. 97 for 4. Ah, that's a poor shot. That's a poor shot. It's just trying to whack the ball across the line and crashed into the leg stump. And the job has been once again done by Siddharth Ganekar. He always, I told you, brings smiles into the Knights camp. They always believe that whenever they get Siddharth Ganekar, he can bring up a wicket any point of time, and he has got a well set batter out. Ankush Patil has really played well for his 31, looking to maybe get a boundary and finish across the line with 35. But just swaying away from the line, the in swinger from Siddharth Ganekar, and he has to hit back. But he certainly had played his part, his contribution strong from Dr. Ankush Patil. He ran well. He has scored some wonderful shots, and that's why I think the appreciation is coming from his camp. 97 for 5, and Infancio coming at number 7. Opener sent at number 7. Big change in the batting order here from the Stallions. Well bowled here, right on the mark to the new batter. 2 wickets for just 7 runs. What a spell of medium pace bowling from Siddharth Ganekar. Just brings the liveliness on the cricket field with his sprint towards the bowling mark, and then bowling those in swingers, right lengths, hardly conceding anything to the batters. Perfect Yorker. Well played. Watching it carefully. 98 into the 14 overs. Well played. Very watchfully played down the ground. Siddharth is bowling well here into a very good rhythm and bowling the perfect line and length today. 14 overs have been bowled. Is 99 for 5 Stallions. As well, bold here, looking to play across, getting the leading edge, running down towards the third man, and has been stopped by the fielder. Gautam, I think, Gautam Velekar giving a long chase, stopping the ball, and 3 runs have been taken. There's a pure edge there from the skipper. Well bowled from Vidya Samar. He has been good today. Not easy to bowl in the power play overs for the spinners, and he certainly kept the things in control for his side. Has been brought back to bowl the third over. Well bowled once again, looking to maybe first thinking about going for the sweep there, and then realizing there maybe the wrong line that I might pick. Well bowled once again from Vinay. Very good line against Infansho. Surprised to see Infansho coming at number 7 because he was always good at the top of the order. Maybe they feel that they were not getting the acceleration, the power hits that were required, getting a single there. And certainly, after a lot of thinking done on the field, nothing has worked. So they may be thinking, yes, let's try this one. Whether it will have worked for us. They lost all the games so far, the Stallions, and as Stallions, I feel that the changes are being made to just make them understand or realize that we are a good team. They need a victory here. That's pulled, and that's well stopped here. Very well stopped. A good shot in the gap. Well fielded once again. Has to work on the right hand side and now towards his left hand side. Sprinting towards the left and stopping the ball. That's more like it. So Nikhil Virchinkar has played once again. The captain's knock, skipper taking the charge in the middle. Very good partnership that was with Dr. Ankush Patil that has got them in a good shape. This total for the Stallions, 110 for 5. That should go. That has is gone over the top. Full toss ball, and that's been clobbered over the top. I think it's got to 35. It's got to 35, and maybe wanted a boundary there. That was a gift given by Dinesh Pai, and that was accepted very well here by the skipper. And he hits back as he gets 35. You can see someone hitting a six, getting 35, but still not happy. 116 for 6 as the skipper heads back after getting retired out. What a wonderful knock, leading from the front, moving very well with Dr. Ankush Patil. That partnership has definitely stabilized them with this total, stabilized in the middle order, and a pretty good batting order that has been sent today from the Stallions camp. Ruben Karekar coming at number 8. Man who was coming at one down is coming at number 8. Such a drastic shift. I was talking about the batting order from the Stallions camp. So two batters getting that 35. One into the 20s, and that's why the score looking pretty good. It's not a very big total, but certainly a much better contribution here from the batters of the Stallions. Infansho certainly has been given a new responsibility as a finisher today. It's straight back in the air, but driven firmly. Can't call that a chance. Just a single down the ground. Dinesh Pai was off color today, certainly. Has a couple of good deliveries, but the consistency was missing compared to his previous games. So single to finish that over. Number 16, 119 for 6. When Samari has been brought back, looking for a couple of runs, but keeper was very quick. Pranav Biche. Last 4 overs. What do you expect here? To get maybe around 40 runs if Infansho plays the way normally has batted. 160 will certainly be a decent total. He is very quick, nimble on the feet when he's trying to play the full shot, and very much goes deep into the crease. In Fanshawe, we have anything that is short, slightly short, he just capitalizes and pouches onto it. Very good of the hook and the pulls. Clipped on the leg side. Thinking of couple, just turning around and getting easy to well run. Very well run here by both the batters. Placed it nicely and just not hitting it too hard. The fielder from the mid wicket has been brought just close to the umpire there, the square leg. They should count every ball here, every ball for at least singles. And in Fanshawe, I think will certainly be the one who will be looking to play the big shots, the aerial shots, and try to get in boundaries and the sixes. Missed it, yeah. You can see the intent very much clear. Played the wrong line. Maybe I should have come a little bit more across the off stump by signal. It's more like it. You got to have a good finish after having a good start. Now only the finish is left. Just losing a couple of wickets in the power play overs, and then they lost a couple after the power plays, and that is where the batters had to slow down a little bit from over number 7, 8 to maybe the 13, 14. But a good partnership definitely from Dr. Ankush Patil and the skipper Nikhil Virchinkar. So pretty good over here from Vinay Samari, keeping the things very much tight. 126 for 6 after 70 overs. So last over, the last burst here from Siddharth Ganekar. He has been the best bowler so far today for the Knights. Just conceding 9 runs in his 3 overs and picking up 2 crucial wickets in both different spells. First, that 1 wicket in the power play overs, and then later on getting the wicket of Dr. Ankush Patil, and gets it down. Well batted. But this is all about acceleration, and Knights won't be bothered if singles are being considered here by the bowlers. If they get around 7, 8 runs, they'll still be happy here to concede 24 of the last 3 overs. The only worry is in Fanshawe for them at this stage, because we have seen his hitting abilities to just get those big ones. He's a very good timer in Fanshawe. So that's the scare, and that's why they are still trying to set a good field for him. Oh, well belted down the ground. Well timed. Just getting another single. He's hitting the ball hard, and he's timing the ball well, but he's finding the fielders so far. You can see, but they understand if we can keep in Fanshawe with singles away, I think the job will be very well done by the bowlers. More. That's very well played. Lovely shot here at the backward point, and good fielding, very good fielding. Bending right on time and stopping that boundary. Using the pace of Siddharth Ganekar, just a little bit width as well provided, and cutting away towards that backward point region. I think it's Kaushik Paifonekar. Good fielding from Kaushik. He's always agile and focused. The professor. Now it's always in the last few overs, it's all about using the long handle. Just try to get as much as possible. Now we can see the batters also going across the line and trying to get those boundaries. You expect it in the That end 131 with the ball to go in over number 18. Last over, last ball of his spell from Siddharth Ganekar. Excellent spell and excellent finisher from Siddharth Ganekar for his team. Give him any role, ask him to bowl in the power play overs, ask him to bowl in the middle overs. Is always one of the best so far at MCL season 11 as far as the mid pace bowling is concerned, and they have high stakes on him, and he always delivers. So 4 overs, just 15 runs, and 2 important wickets for Siddharth Ganekar. 18 overs have been bowled, 132 for 6 Stallions. Third over from Kapil, over number 19. He loves to play that shot, the short arm jab over the mid wicket region, but you got to pick the right line. This was bowled outside the line of off stump. He's going to, I think, favor the leg side here. That's what he loves to do. Well fielded, very well fielded here. Stretching himself, extending his arms, and stopping a certain boundary. What a wonderful piece of fielding I have seen in that mid wicket region. This is not the first time. He's done a big job and a great job, saving so many boundaries. It's in the air. Oh, well taken. Very well taken here. It's getting rid of Infansho. Kapil is very happy, and he's also, you can see, elated with that catch. Kaushik Paifanekar. I told you, he's a professor. He's always focused, and focused this time as well. In the not the best of the ways here to finish, to take the catches, but finally the catch is what matters. He has taken the wicket of Infansho. Important is the result, and that is been going in favor of the Knights. The fielding has been superb today from the Knights. 134 for 7. Kapil gets into the wickets once again. 2 wickets for him today. Good fielding. You can see the new batter Ame Prabhudesai has walked in, and I can see the fielders closing in spite of being in the 19 overs. That's a very strong mindset here from the Knights. They don't want him to give strike to Ruben Karekar, and 2 dot balls in over number 19. And that is what Ame has to stop. He has to at least take a single. Hit hard down the ground. He'll be looking for a couple of runs. Ame just saying single is enough. So 19 overs gone. Kapil striking important wicket of Infansho. Well taken by Kaushik. 19 done is 135 for 7 Stallions. not the best of the ways here to play on the leg side. They have lost the plot here. They were looking good at least for 150, but they are still far away from that. I think they hope for the bigger finish from Infancho that has not come, and now they are even struggling to get towards that 140 officially played. But good it is that Ruben Karekar comes on strike. So from 160, which was looking a projected score for this team, suddenly once again they have faltered to finish. That's been the problem for the Stallions. They are unable to finish the innings for them on a high note. Lack of match awareness from many of the batters has certainly affected their cause in most of the games. This is in the air, Smith Derby, and he is a safe catcher. Very safe one. Taking the catch in the deep. He has been one of the best fielders today, saving so many boundaries, and also the catching has been spectacular from this nice team. They have not dropped many catches today, and that's the reason why you see the opposition camp, but the Stallions are reeling here, struggling to get even 248 down on 136. And so sorry, tail continues here for this team of Stallions. They picked up a good side, but they are unable to even win one. And this is not a great total against someone like Knights, like on a very good surface that is conducive for batting. That's been the problem for them at MCL season 11. So a lot to think, a lot to work. They this is actually a pride game, and finally, well batted, should get a boundary. Well batted from Amit Kamath. So 140 has been breached. So 140 with a couple of balls left. Amit Kamath on strike. Oh, this is in the air. Should be an easy catch and taken by the keeper. So Shonit once again into the wickets column, getting the second wicket of this over. Shonit. So he's 9 down. Amit Kamath hits back. So that's the end of 20 overs. I think Stallions won't be happy after they got a pretty good partnership. Couple of batters getting towards the 35, the skipper and Dr. Ankush Patil. Rohit Mehta played decently. But in the end, once again, the same story continues for the Stallions. That finish is not coming up for them. And they faltered even to get towards the 150 run mark. They looked very good to 160. But in the end, uh, that sad tail continues for them. Just posted 141 after the 20 overs. And you must give credit to the Knights. They have been much better today with with the plans, bowling changes, a lot of different approach. But I think the fielding was magnificent. And then the fielding was different. They have taken some spectacular catches, and almost everyone contributed handsomely in stopping the boundaries. And that is what you want as a side. Certainly, you felt which side has more intensity and more zest to perform and go into the that qualifiers. That was a target in mind for the Knights, whereas everything was for the pride to play for the Stallions, but it's certainly not happened for them today. So let's wait and watch if the bowlers can rescue them and give them a win here. But at this stage, you feel they are around 20-25 runs short, and Knights will be really favorites here to just get towards this target and get one more win. That will just going to strengthen then the place to move into the qualifiers. The openers are ready here of the Knights, and is the super sub player Sai Rajthon replacing Vinay Samari will be on strike. Keeper starting right on the mark, just getting a little bit of a shape into the right hander. They need early wickets, especially the power play overs. Power play overs certainly will decide as if the match is going deep or not. Pick up at least maybe 3 wickets and hope for good bowling from their spinners. Not a huge total, imposing total here posted by the team. Clipped away on the leg side. And that's been missed by the fielder there. The ball is racing, but just should be stopped inside. Couple of runs easily taken, just jogging for the two, both the batters. Sairaj off the mark, and the team as well with those two. Driven nicely straight to the fielder. There is run out chance. Makes it. Well, he kept watching at the ball. That's been his problem. Amit Kakode should have listened to the call, and that's what Sairaj Dhoni is telling him. You listen to my call, just see me and respond. They played well, played for with each other for most of the time in this MCL season 11. So the calling should be much better here. I feel there should not be hesitancy creeping in between both the batters when you have been the usual opening pair. Many of the teams have just shifted their opening combination. I always is a firm believer that at least the openers should be intact, and you can just rotate around the other batters, juggle with their lineup. Left and right hand combination for the Knights. The Stallions, they have had so many opening pair combination. Pure age there. And it's running down towards the third man. Very difficult for the keeper to stop there. It is Samit Kamath, right hard towards the left hand side. And well bowled, well bowled. The moral victory for this keeper, but it will be a 4 written on the name of the batter. Not convincing. That was a perfect line and length. Just unsure about coming forward. Oh, perfect. Excellent, excellent bowling. Pitched in and just straightened a bit from that angle from round the wicket. The ball always comes back in, and if it straightens, it's very, very difficult for the left hander. That's poor, poor bowling down the leg side. He knew the reactions, the loud noise. Down the leg side, just can't afford to bowl such easy deliveries. Most of the fielding you can see there is a man in the short third, gully, a backward point, short covers. See a predominant offside field. That's much better here. Beaten him almost 3 times in this over, but still get 8 runs, 8 without toss after 1. Surprised not to see Siddesh Bodke. He has been good with the new ball for most of the time for the Stallions, picking up wickets, swinging the ball. But the CEO, the owner of Stallions, Govind Gaukar, believes that we need maybe just a change of pace. We have seen medium pace from in the first over. Now let me try over here with his floaters. Lot of light, lot of light. Got to hit the ball firmly, and you got to wait for the ball. He offers a lot of light in the air over the head of the batter most of the times, even if for someone as tall as Sai Rajdon. So got to wait for the ball to come to you. Gets a single of the back foot. This is his style. He doesn't offer too much of pace, and he just keeps bowling flighted balls, and he keeps the fielders on in the right position. That is long off as well as the mid wicket region fielder for the left hander. Let's see where he keeps the fielders. Yeah, he wants a long off and a man in the cow corner region. Just getting him back at the long on position. Well bowled, played with soft hands, and gets a single. He's not afraid to just flight the ball. He always relies on more sort of patience on the batters. They try to just take him on and get the ball hit in the air, and the catch is being taken. That is what he relies on. See the flight there, and this time he gets a plenty of it straight over the top at the long on region. Invitation accepted, and that's the boundary for Sai Rajdon. That's the first boundary for him. It was fully pitched up there, straight in the arc of the batter, and Sai Rajdon certainly shown with his intent in this entire competition. Anything in his arc, he's just going to smoke it out of the park. This time he belted down the ground. That's a good approach. These are the power play overs. Although it's 142 runs required, a decent start, I think, is just imperative here for the team of the Knights. Very well bowled here. Very well bowled here from Govind Gaukar. Pushing the ball in, and a dot ball to finish on number 2 is 14 without loss. Pretty good first over, and the skipper continues. We bowled well against the left-hander, getting the ball just away from him. A glitch by the keeper there, and gets a bye. In fact, two wides. Want to see more intensity in the field. Want to see them with a very strong approach. A lot to play for the Pride here, although they don't have a chance to make it into the qualifiers, having lost 5 in a row. It was very difficult for the keeper. Well run here by the tall man. Might be getting one more. It's exactly what I mentioned. They are not in the game. Just can't be complacent so much here to give such an easy run. There was no one backing out there. You see four fielders on the offside. When the things are not going right for you, it's very difficult even for the keeper and the CEO as well to raise the spirits of the players. They've tried all the combination. They have the skipper has led from the front, some good contribution from the batters, but they have been unable to get that finish across the line, finish their innings on a very high note, even if batting first. Sometimes just place in your mind how I'm going to lift my entire team. The performances, the consistency has been missing, the spirit to perform and excel. Sent back. Body language sometimes suggests you how the approach is from the teams. They don't have a target. They have definitely the pride to play for, but don't have a target to go into the qualifiers. That makes many of the players to work hard, and they show some spark in the field. But here there is the spark is not there because the target in the mind of qualifying is not there in front of the eyes of most of the players, and many are not professionals here. Sometimes you see a league as well of 4 or 5 matches. If you lose the third, and it's definitely not high on morale, not high on confidence. Many of the players to play the last game because they don't have a target in the mind just to make it into the semis or the quarters or the qualifiers. Yeah, just into the power plays and hardly any about you can see the intent, the big intent of acceleration showed. They're just playing according to the merit of the ball. Both these batters, they're slightly upish, well played, crunch onto the offside and gets the boundary. Well played here, slightly upish, but it was placed very well. Gets the boundary and finish over number 3, 24 without loss. Knights. That's crunchy. That's pretty good timing. Inside out, over the covers. And it was an easy delivery. It was a tossed off gift here from the bowler and accepted. Well timed and well placed. Is a very strong in the covers as well as in the mid wicket region. I think this shot is going to certainly give him a little bit more confidence. It was not the best as far as his foot movement was concerned against Nikhil Virjinkar, but I think he's definitely going to fancy his chances if the ball is pitched up like that. Slightly upish once again in the covers. He plays it in nicely. It's a wonderful timer, the left-hander, and the ball has been stopped. So 2 runs. Maybe if his attention is required here on the field. Who is it? Dr. Ankush Patil? Yeah, looks to be. Normally he's very athletic, but sometimes you try to overstretch yourself, overdo. and might pull it little bit. Is feeling that now he's swapping the positions back with his skipper. I think feeling that I am all right. Just maybe just little bit of outdoing there, out stretching. Gets him there. Gets him there. Looks like we have to wait for the umpire's call. And yeah, it's been referred on top. Whether it's out or whether it's LBW, we have to wait. So Gautam Velekar coming at number three. I will explain entire thing, the entire episode that has happened here. There was a confusion whether the batter was out, bowled, or whether it was stump. And finally, through the replays, slow motions, we have come to the conclusion that the bails had gone off. The bails had gone off after the ball hit him first, so he's bowled. There's a decision coming out from. This is in the air. This might be one more. Oh, that's dropped. Can you believe that was such a simple take here at mid on? Govind Gavkar already pick up a wicket of this over. See the dejected face from the CEO, and this is the story for the Stallions so far. And there was a lot of chaos there among the Knights. They maybe believed that there were three fielders, and maybe there were three fielders, but umpire didn't see it. So third umpire or the match referee can't come into that decision because on the screens we hardly see all the fielders. So it's a on-field umpire's call whether the three fielders were outside the 30-yard or not. Maybe umpire just not seen. But finally, the decision was out. OUT, that was clean bowled. Amit Kakore. There's another one coming straight to him. This time he takes it. So he is unlucky in the previous occasion. Govind Gavkar strikes and he is like a young boy. He's charging to congratulate his fielder at the mid-off region. He's always happy when he is picking the wickets there. So 4 overs bowled, 2 wickets in the same over for Govind Gavkar. And the jubilant uh, reaction from the CEO. Like a young boy, is always enthusiastic and just always takes his bowling and takes his cricket very, very high. You will just love that performance, picking up 2 wickets and just ran like a young boy. What a scene that was. That is what you want to see. That is what cricket brings in the smiles on everyone. Age doesn't matter for this game. Well bowled, excellent bowling there. Oh, run out call. This might be on the cards at the non-striker's end, and they still sneak in a single. Oh my gosh, that should have been an easy run out. Got to be aware of the match situation there. What is happening? They got 2 wickets already, Stallions, and I see some spark in the team, but they got to be aware of the situation. The ball was loitering around the keeper. Keeper didn't see it. Short third man maybe should have come a little bit quicker. Those 2 wickets has certainly, you can see the body language has little changed from the Stallions game. Not posted a big total, but as Knights come with the reputation of being a big finishers and chasing some big totals. This very well left here. Infancho comes in from the far end in the power play overs. Kapil Sinai Borkar, the skipper for the Knights. Well bowled and defended it. So he has got time on his hand. Just that the target is not a huge one. The asking run rate is also not a daunting one, somewhere around 7 runs per over, which is quite gettable in a T20 format when you have got this is shot. What a shot! Oh, that's straight on the pole of the floodlight, straight on the pole. Beautiful execution, full extension of the arms, and a great result. Exceedingly well played. He's very strong in the covers at the long off region, and just crisp timing. Is one of the most elegant batters that we see in the MCL seasons. Fabulous striker. Just love the way he finished it. Now looking for a single at the backward point, easy one. So he will look to pounce on anything that is in his arc, and he believes when he goes hard. The most consistent player for this Knights team, getting the 30s, 35s, and that number 4 position is the key in any team, whether we're talking about any format of the game. Whenever you lose 2 wickets, just like it has happened to the Knights, you want someone like Kapil Borkar to be as compact and as confident as always been scoring runs. So 5 overs gone is 40 for the loss of 2. The Gautam Velekar and Govind Gaonkar into his second over, and the last over of the power plays. There's down the leg side, wide call. This is in the air. This is another chance. Well, he's not hitting the ball hard and just playing softly there. Whenever you want to whack the ball or hit the ball hard, full toss ball, especially lower full toss, whack it hard. Go with full-blooded shots. Sometimes these lower full toss balls, if you don't middle, then you can scoop the ball in the air, just like happened to a couple of batters. He always entices you with his loopy balls. Way too slow. You feel that all the balls can be hit, but that is the advantage of having these slower balls, because they never arrive. You have to be a lot of patient as well. This is in the air. I told you. That's another one dropped here. Can you believe how many catches have been dropped by the Stallions camp, and especially of the CEO? Especially of the CEO. It is Ankush Patil, who is one of the best fielders. Kapil Borkar, who will have headed back straight back to the pavilion. That would have been the third wicket for Govind Gaonkar. And what he has done absolutely no wrong today is just the fielders have not backed their owner. And now you can see that after a drop chance, Kapil respecting the senior pro. It looks very easy when you watch from the television, but the temptation of going over the top is always there. Kapil this time accepting it. Once again, ball has scooped high, but difficult for the bowler, and it has gone the long distance. This time he times it very well and waiting for the ball and clobbers it over the top for 6 runs. That's much more like it. Go hard. 48 the score moves on to one. Kapil. This is the second 6-1. He has already hit one on the pole of the floodlights at the long off region. This time over the top at the long on region. .48 for 2. Yeah, that's well bowled here. Very well bowled. Well, I feel sorry or pity for sometimes for the bowler Govind Gaonkar or for any bowler who are working hard. He's the owner himself. Nothing gone right for him in this MCL season 11, but he is still not giving up. This is another one. This has been smoked over the top and smoked very hard for 4 runs. 1-2 bounces. So Kapil fencing his chances against Govind Gaonkar. A well rejected face. Is very anguish shown by the bowler there, Govind Gaonkar. He should have taken the wicket of Kapil Borkar if the catch was not dropped. 50 up here for the Knights. End of 6 overs, 52 for 2. It's missed by the batter, missed by the keeper there, and a single taken. In fine show change of hands for him. Coming into bowl from the commentary box end. Kapil already has moved on to 17 of 9 at a strike rate of more than 200 thanks to those two towering sixes. That is what Kapil brings in. He never allows the bowler to settle, and most of the time, if he plays his natural game, his strike rate will be about 100, 150. That is what you want in at number 4, especially when you are getting only 35 runs. Once again, sliced. Still not the best of the shots here, right? Middling the ball is struggling to middle. This has been so far the story, but you can still get better. A lot of time, hardly any pressure when someone like Kapila is your partner. Yeah, even if you play 5 dot balls, he's just trying to recover that maybe that over or the next over. So very good to play alongside Kapil. Over just is busy in the middle. Well bowled, well played. That's exactly what I said. Just try to middle the ball, couple of balls, and just maybe, and after that, you will feel much better once you time the ball. It's not the boundaries that is required. Sometimes just a good timing down the ground just brings a little bit more confidence here. And that's played well. Poor bowling down the leg side, and he sweeps it away for a boundary down towards the final league region. So well played here from Gotham. Wrong line, wrong length. Just hit me, says the bowler there. Can't bowl over there at this point of time. Entire fielding is on the offside. No one down towards the final league region. There was a man in the short fine, but when you bowl it so down, it's much easy for the left-hander to whack the ball. 60 for the loss of 2 in over number 7. They're going pretty well here. Asking run rate certainly will come down to less than 6 if they go by this way. So dot ball to finish over number 7 is 60 for the loss of 2 knights. Borkar still bowling slow, and Kapil that was Rohit Mehta who was kept little straight, and you can see that Rohit Mehta, you can, and exactly where Kapil plays some shots in the air. The ball, the previous ball that went for 2 runs, is exactly went in that region, and they believe that Kapil, when he plays straight, might play a one in the air. This time, there is no way. It's in the parking slot, hitting the top. How well he picked it. Just super batting here from Kapil Borkar. This is the third six that he has hit so far in his innings, and he's raced on to 26 of just 12. And when he goes out against the bowler or against any particular delivery, that's no half measures. You always believe that I can cross these fences way too easily. This was a full toss. Opportunity was there. He just punches down the ground. Maybe was not ready for that full toss. They're moving nicely here, very easily. In spite of losing 2 wickets, they have got a very much solid batting lineup, and that is what allows these batters to play freely. Someone like Kapil, or for that matter Gautam, strong batting lineup of Knights. And they believe that they can chase some big totals. Just that the previous game, that wrong batting lineup against the Royals, definitely Royals had bowled well. Played with soft hands and easy single. Surprised to see Siddesh Burke has not been introduced so far into the bowling attack. These figures of 35 for 2 could have been 4 wickets for 20 or 15. The way Govind Gowkar has bowled, so many chances dropped off his bowling. And the picture could have been totally different here if those catches were taken, just like our Knights were so good in their fielding. He straight back once again. Was there a chance? That was definitely a chance, but you can't blame him. He just stopped the ball, at least putting the hands there to take the catch. 70 for 2. Struck very hard. They have dropped much more easier than this one. Single down the ground to finish the spell of Govind Gowkar. It's 36 runs and 2 wickets, but he has bowled far better than that spell. 8 overs gone, 71 for 2. So C. Ashok has been super subbed here for Marzino. So we might see him into the bowling attack maybe straight away. Let's see. 71 have been scored. So half the runs have been already posted, and another half is required. 71 required from 70. Asking run rate has gone down below 6 runs per over. 50% have been scored, 50% remain, 8 wickets in hand, 12 overs to go. Situation in hand for the Knights. They look very much cruising, very much dominating this game so far. Kapil Sinai Borkar looking very, very good here to get towards his another 35 plus. So C. Ashok, maybe we see him for the first time in this tournament so far. Super sub for his bowling and introduced straight away into the bowling attack. It will be Kapil on strike. Full toss ball. There's a man down there, and that's been dropped. Very good effort there, certainly from I think Infancho at the long off region. Well, how many lives will be given to Kapil Borkar today? Is some are very easy, some are difficult ones. It's almost the fourth chance that has been dropped of Kapil Borkar. Played some magnificent shot, no doubt, but I think he should have been heading back to the pavilion much earlier as he moved into 29. He's not afraid to still play his shot. He's backing himself with his natural instinct, natural flow down the ground. It's clipped on the leg side. We'll be certainly looking for a couple. He played it very much. The ball was slow, no pace, a lot of distance for the backward square leg to cover that. Easy 2 runs, moves into the 30s. Once again, another bowler who bowls very slow in the air. Too much air and too slow, and that's why it's very difficult here to take them on. Got to wait, be patient, get the timing right. You can see going into the defensive shield on the forward defensive mode. Sometimes the ball doesn't arrive. It comes way too slowly. Not easy to vex such bowlers out of the park because batters nowadays like to have fast hands and quick bat speed. But when the ball doesn't arrive, they have to be really, really patient here. similar sort of bowlers as far as that pace is concerned. Govind Gavkar also has that one that he pushes it in. Nine overs, 78 for two. Rohit Mehta. Need wickets here just to go things in their favor. Otherwise, I don't see this match heading into to number 20. They will finish it far before there because run rate is also going to be key. There might be few teams ending at number 1 and number 2 with equal points, or maybe at 3 at 4 as well. But most importantly is number 1 and number 2 position. If you come down to net run rate, because you are getting the second chance to play the qualifier 1. If you lose, then you can play the qualifier 2 as well. So that's why net run rate is going to be very handy. There might be a situation the way the tournament is progressing. The two teams might end up at equal number of points, and overall the positions will be decided on net run rate. Straight over the top, still not middling the ball. She'll get a couple of runs. Full toss, low full toss. That's why getting these runs very quickly towards the target is very important for the Knights as well. So very good partnership here from both of them once they lost the second wicket of Sairaj Dhon. The big partnership was required, and now I think they will be very confident of chasing these 141 runs. Not another one in the air, but still not timing the ball. The bat is coming up quite early, and the ball is coming a little slow, so missing it altogether. Gautam Velekar still hanging in there, which is very important. There's still a long way to go in this tournament. We have got the big finals to be played on 28, a few matches to be played before that. And that's why you must be in the mode of getting the runs. Whenever you're getting an opportunity, not too much of pressure on the batting side to score the runs quickly. And here is an opportunity for Gautam Velekar as well to spend time on the wicket, and it might come handy in the crucial leg in the knockout matches as well. On 34, Kapil Borkar, just 22 balls. So he's taken a single just to wait for his opportunity to go for that big blazing shot to get towards his 40 from 34. Clipped away nicely. That was a single on the leg side. 10 overs bowled. It's 84 for 2. Big appeal there, and that's out. Straight on the back foot. Tossed up delivery. Try to work on the leg side. And hitting on the back foot is most of the times easy decision for the umpire to raise the finger. Yeah, definitely pitched in line and straightened and trying to play across easy signal. Just because he was right deep into the crease makes it easy for the umpire to raise the finger, and that's the third wicket going down. Gautam Velekar departs. Is the bowling card. Here is the team standings. London sitting pretty at the top with 8 points, along with the Royals there. So one more victory, and they are through. Almost 4 victories is going to finalize you. But Masters at number 3 with a decent run rate. They need a victory here. Masters, they are playing tomorrow. Royals. Thunders certainly have sorted their combinations very well, as well as the Royals. And that's why I say are sitting pretty at the top. And if Knights win it, then they might just get promoted, maybe at number 3 or number 2, depending upon how they finish here with their overall net run rate. That's hit away nicely. That's clobbered and 6 runs. That is what he was waiting to finish with 40. And he gets the 40 runs here. Kapil Borka, the skipper of the Knights. And that's a sizzling finish here from the player who has whacked 4 sixes in his innings so far. Although almost 4 to 5 catches has been dropped, it was not a flawless innings from Kapil. We've seen much better, but those big hits were refreshing. Whenever he backs himself, he backs to hit with a punch, and also loves to go hard. Another skipper's knock from the skipper of the Knights, getting them into a very good position. 91 for 4, 10.3 as he departs, and he will be appreciated for not bogging down, as well as keeping up with the pace of the asking run rate, keeping things much easy for the batters coming lower down the order. So in comes Pranav Biche. That's more like it. That's where we want to see him, not coming at number 9 and number 10. 6, 7 can be a better position for him. He also requires to have a little bit of time. This time he starts off on the leg side, picks the spot, but finds his fielder in the deep. He also has to spend time on the crease, putting him at number 8, 9, where he is not getting too much of time to get in. That's not the best thing for a finisher or a good striker, because big matches are coming up once if they qualify. So they require the services. Oh, that's crashed. What a strong punch here from this tall man, Siddharth Ganekar. The ball raced onto the fence, and no chance for the fielder to cut that off once it passes the ring. It's the same pair that they are aggressive, and they come hard towards the bowlers. A very good shot, well timed, well placed. 11 was gone, 96 for 4. Knights. Here is, if you can see, the Knights at number 6 position. They are with 4 points tied with the Avengers, but they are with a net run rate of overall minus, and that's why I think they are trying to get these runs quickly to just get better with their overall net run rate, just to come in line maybe with the Masters. They need a victory here, and they're certainly getting one. Exciting times ahead here for the top 4 finish. That's Mr. Wide down the leg side. He will certainly, from the subconscious mind, feel that I have definitely missed out on an easy boundary. There was no one down towards the leg side trying to hit the ball too hard. Easy single. And this is what allows someone like Pranav Biche. You need to spend time on the crease. You're sending him at maybe over number 17 and try to get at around 11, 12 runs per over every time. Doesn't work. Another one that kept low, missed by the keeper, looking for a couple of runs. Not a strong throw there. Not a strong throw. So he makes it. He's tall man, long legs, and stretching himself. Gets those two easily. Not seen Amit Prabhudesai into the attack, nor Siddesh Bodke. Both the medium pacers have not been utilized today. They are persisting with the spinners. They believe maybe slowing it down will create us more opportunities. That's the 100 up here with those two buys for the Knights. Now just 42 runs required. Asking run rate is well below around maybe 5 runs per over, 5 to 5.5, and that's not difficult. And you got 6 wickets in hand. We got good finishers batting deep down. Just feel that this team is going through the motions. The Stallions, they got 2 men, one in the deep covers, one in the extra cover region. Straight over the top, not middling the ball, and has been taken, well taken, very well taken. Just missing it by maybe a couple of meters, and it's a good fielder, Dr. Ankush Patil. Tried to take the challenge head on to the fielders in the deep, and Siddharth Ganekar has perished. Finally, this wicket somehow will get this team back on track into the huddle, and maybe there's hope for some miracle here to get them the victory. 5 down on exactly 100, 42 more runs required. So in comes Smith Dalvi, the man who has a very good time in the field, saved so many runs in the cow corner region, catching as well. So done nothing wrong today in the field, and a very compact player to give company to Pranav Biche. 101 for 5, 12 overs gone. So it's 41 runs needed of the last 48 balls. Hundred and one for 5, 12 overs. That should be wide down the leg side. I think Siddharth Ganekar maybe sent up just to increase their overall net run rate. They felt that maybe we are certainly winning here. They're confident about winning, so just try to accelerate a bit. Now Smith certainly is going to take a little bit of time here. He is more sort of a cricketer who doesn't like to concede his wicket, and very compact, and comes with trained skills. Plays according to the merit of the ball, and always just takes a little bit of time to get himself going. Nothing wrong in a situation like this. Is not demanding on the batters to with asking run rate just hovering around 5.5 in T20 is considered to be much easier. If it was somewhere around 8, 9, 10 runs per over, you could have seen more shots being played by the batters in the crease. This time there is a fielder down there. This will be another catch. Taken well. Another one departs. They are trying to take the fielders at the long off position, long on, and Dr. Ankush Patil has taken 2 ones. And look at that. Govind Gaukar is still celebrating mode. They believe that they are just gifting away the wickets here. They want to go for a big finish and finishing early, but here they are being sucked into their own plans. Pranav Biche departs. Big, big wicket, I must tell, for the Stallions. The slower bowlers are very, very difficult, and he has been very successful, see Ashok. That's why you were super sub, because you feel that these are easy balls and I can take the fielders in the deep and these long boundaries. But if you don't middle the ball and if you don't time it that well, you are like, then you can be taken, just like those two catches we have taken. Siddharth Ganekar and Pranav Biche, almost a similar sort of dismissals, almost the carbon copy of Siddharth Ganekar's dismissal. Now you just need to milk around for singles and doubles, and those big shots I felt will go away. Both these batters, Siddhartha and Pranav, comes with the reputation of coming as big hitters and big finishers, and they looked for accelerating and getting their net run rate much better. In that plan, both of them have perished, and C. Ashok has done an exceptionally good job keeping his Stallions still in the race. Played fine, should be getting at least a couple of runs, at least two, if not three. Vikram Gaitonde has come on to give company. He might be looking for third and not taking the risk here. Siddesh Burke, he was, so he's got good throw. He's a good medium pacer, strong throw. Now he's owners on this left and right hand pair. Vikram Gaitonde would not have hoped for a chance for him to come at this point of time. They would have hoped for a finish from the top order. But all three, you can call, Kapil has finished his innings with 40 plus, 40 runs. And now getting the easy singles. This is what you require. This is what the Knights require. Although you see 6 wickets down, but they have got very good batting lineup, but good batters there in their camp. 13 overs have been bowled. It's 107 for the loss of 6. So 35 of 42. That's exactly 5 runs per over. Not a difficult task. But I think there will be a bowling change for sure, because you need to go for the wickets now. Let them take the runs. They will be looking to just rotate the strike and get those singles and doubles. I don't see them going for those big blooming sixes, because they've already seen the fate of that earlier batters, Siddharth Ganekar and Pranav Biche. There was a big chance for Pranav Biche to spend more time on the crease, but I think he has lost that opportunity. He believes that his strength is the leg side and he can take on the fielders, yes, but also need to see the bowlers as well. The bowler like C. Ashok or Govind Gaonkar, they don't provide pace, any pace to work. Yeah, well played on the offside, easy single. Nikhil Virjinkar, not a bad ploy here to get him into the attack, because he's looking for wickets. Only wickets is what is required for the Stallions. They need to bowl them out. They got a lot of balls left, more balls than the runs, and at least bowl few dot balls to make the batters do something different. Next match is going to be the Warriors versus the Tigers. Warriors have just won one and lost three, and three more matches left for the Warriors, but they have to win all three for making it to the qualifiers against the Tigers. Very well clipped on the leg side. Should be a single. That's what the job here for Vikram and Smith. Just want a singles, 6 runs or 7 runs per over. We'll finish them with 2 overs left. So not much pressure. We got to have maybe stopping the singles runs in the short covers, short mid wicket. Can understand that the skipper has come on to a bowl, but I don't still see that aggressive field set to pick up wickets. Maybe the covers region can come slightly in. Maybe they can put up a short mid wicket fielder just to stop the batters work around on the leg side for those singles. They have to stop these singles. Can't give them easy singles in the 30-yard. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. 2 dot balls in a row. That's more like it. The skipper has given everything for this side, getting the 35s, and now looking to take charge in the middle and also trying to pick up a wicket here. He understands that wicket is the essence that can just bring us back in the game. They're playing for the pride here. They are away. They are out of the contention of the qualifiers, not winning a single game so far. The camp of the Stallions. 110. So another 32 runs required. Just 3 runs conceded by the bowler. Bowled well against Amit Kakore. First up in the first 2 overs, squared him up on a couple of occasions. Has played well, well timed. So 4 runs of this over. 14 overs gone. Is 111 for the loss of 6. 31 runs needed of the last 6. Tipped in the air, but in the gap. Still, I don't see any intention of taking the charge and hitting the ball for the boundaries here. They'll be looking for to rotation of the strike for another couple of overs or 3 overs. Those 2 back-to-back wickets has halted that charge in towards going for the target in quick time. The idea was right. They were going very strong, and that's the reason why Siddharth Ganekar and Pranav Biche were being sent. But the plan has not worked. Ashok bowls slow in the air, and that's what gives an opportunity for the long on. Very good catches taken by Dr. Ankush Patil. Efforts certainly been made to get the best fielding. You can see five fielders, and that's much better here. That's more like it. Oh, can't bowl there. Can't bowl there. This is going to be an easy boundary picking on the leg side. Slow down the leg side. And that's been put away for 4 runs. Easy ball. Putting the fielders on the offside in the short covers point, a mid off, and bowling a ball down the leg side. Poor from Infancio. Poor cricket. There's no one down there on the leg side from the square leg, just in front of the umpire as well as the fine leg. Wide open space, and you bowl it down the leg side when the things need to be much more quiet. Driven well. Just that they bowl well in patches, not on consistent basis. The plan was well set here once the Ashok had bowled a good spell, picking up those crucial two breakthroughs, but they are need to play some serious cricket here. This team sometimes it's very difficult to lift yourself when the morale is so down. You are in a good position when 6 wickets were taken, but you need to put pressure on the batters. Get more fielders. If you see in a situation like this, any good captain will have got his best bowlers and just keep on fielders, not to give singles to these batters. But it's not happened. It's not happened here for this team. Even if the fielders are taken inside, the bowlers are not following the plans and conceding so many easy singles inside the ring. And there might be one more. You can see there might be one more. This is what is the story for the Stallions. Lackluster in the field and two easy runs conceded. That's the end of 15 overs. 121 for 6 and another 21 runs needed of the last 30 balls. Finally, I was just mentioning Siddesh Borke, Ame Prabhudesai not introduced, and they got Siddesh Borke right in over number 16. Their premium medium pace bowler who swung the ball nicely with the new ball has not been seen in this entire competition, and now they have brought him at over number 16. Surprising for me, but maybe that was the plan from the KS keeper, and maybe the CEO. Nothing wrong that Govind Gavkar was introduced because he had created more chances than any bowler from their camp, the Stallions. Just the fielding was a big difference between both these sides. If the catches were being taken in the first 6 overs of the power play of Govind Gaonkar or other bowlers, things would have been far, far different here in this game. And that was the big difference. The fielding was the big difference. Punch straight back to the bowler. So just 18 more to get here. They've got balls left. So not much of pressure on these batters. Just a couple of boundaries, loose balls will get them close towards the target. But somehow I feel this Knights, this middle order, apart from Kapil Borkar, we don't see a strong contribution. They rely heavily on the lower order to finish them on most of the occasions. And if doesn't happen, then they are the second one here in those games. Even in the previous game, you see that middle order was not giving the strength, not much partnership. They rely heavily on the lower order to finish the games for them. Yeah. They lost the previous game. Just try to hope for a finish from their big players. Siddharth Ganekar had played well, but Pranav Biche went early because asking run rate climbed onto him for more than 10 runs per over. Today as well, when Pranav Biche was taken up, opportunity was there for him to just play a good knock. Just spend time on the crease, which has not been got so far in this entire MCL season 11. So 16 overs done here, 125 for 6 and is 17 runs needed of the last 24 balls. Seventeen needed of the last 24. To the field. Well stopped here by Rohit Mehta, I think, in the short mid-wicket region. And they have brought in Amey Prabhudesai. I was mentioning about both these bowlers not being utilized, and both coming in over number 16 and over number 17. So Amey Prabhudesai, known as Bhai, and yeah, that's more like it, creating a chance there. Just moving away, leading edge away from the keeper, runs down to third man. And that's why these bowlers must have been introduced quite early, but they are being brought here too late. But just hoping for maybe a couple of wickets in the same over that will make the match a little bit more interesting. Wickets, that's the only way they can win this game. The Stallions. Has clipped away nicely. Should be a boundary. The ball has been timed well. Not much pace has been provided, but it still stickles down because the fielders were inside. Just a little shimmy down the ground and worked on his pads, clipped away on the leg side, and the boundary that he was eyeing for some time. That was definitely going to just improve his overall strike rate. They move into 130. Now just 12 runs away. Smith Derby. Well bowled here. Back of length. Just keeping it outside the line of off stump. Both of these players are betting on 15 and 14, another 12 runs away, and Knights will be hoping for a finish from these players itself, not relying on the other batters, and because a wicket lost, it will definitely create pressure on the batters coming in next. It's never easy when you see too many fielders around close to the bat. They have withered the storm when the sixth wicket had fallen down. They had to just anchor themselves on the wicket and rotate the strike with singles and doubles. They needed a partnership that point of time, and I think that phase has gone away, and they were very, very carefully and very nicely clipped away with the runs there. This time a leading edge, not a convincing shot. Well fielded by Siddesh Bodke, and 2 runs taken. A couple of runs in the deep. Not the best of the shot, but will be getting the runs there. 17 overs done is 132 for 6. Another 10 needed of the last 18 balls for the Knights to get one more victory for them. (132 for 6, 17 overs, and just 10 runs needed of the last 18. And skipper brings himself on maybe for the last gasp of breath here from the Stallions camp, looking for maybe a burst and picking up a couple of wickets from the skipper, and hoping for a miracle. We've seen a similar sort of game when the Thunders were batting against the Avengers. Thunders looked good for the last 3-4 overs to finish the game well, but a couple of wickets made the match interesting and took the game into the almost penultimate ball of the innings when Gopal Gaus got a wicket and made the match a little more tricky. Oh, full toss ball on the leg side. Missing there. He just wanted to put the ball in the gap, and they're getting the single. Not happy Amit Kamath. He is absolutely livid with the fielder there. He's telling them to throw in my hands. This was a boundary hitting ball and circumspect at the moment. That's the reason why he didn't hit the ball too hard. Otherwise, he will have maybe whacked the ball on the leg side. Fielders, most of the fielders are inside, apart from that long on and long off you see. Because this is just the last try here from the skipper. That's more like it. Dot ball. They should have done it far before getting so many fielders inside. That was not done. When the 6 wickets had fallen down, I think you require aggressive approach, fielding from the captain and the think tank. The owner is also there on the field. Let's play and a miss there. That temptation of going over the top because the fielders are inside, and that is exactly what I said. That brings in opportunity here that just missed the outside edge by a whisker. If this was done much earlier, I think you could have seen a different fate of this game. Now just 9 runs required. Still balls are plenty. Nothing much to worry here with 1 or 2 dot balls that can be covered up by Smith and Vikram. Another one right in the block hole. 3 dot balls against Smith Derby. Two more balls left here. 9 runs needed. You can see cheering going on for the batter here to stay on the crease from the Knights camp. They don't want another wicket to be lost here. This time he sliced it, and this time he'll get a boundary. Finally, a boundary, a full toss ball, and all that dot balls has gone in vain. So Smith Dalby was slightly getting itchy out there after playing 3 dot balls, and that's where he just maybe stepping out, little shimmy, and getting the boundary. So now much relaxed it is. 5 runs away, 13 balls to go, and I think we'll certainly go for another boundary here. Played on the offside, well fielded at the backward point, and a single taken. So finishing over number 18, 138 for the loss of 6, just 4 runs away, 1 shot away from the victory here, the Knights. So just 1 shot away, and he will get a single. That's the only fielder down there at long on the region on the leg side, one on the long off region. Other than that, all the fielders inside. So good victory, but they were in for a scare for some point of time. The Knights, they had to bog down. This partnership was certainly essential for them when the 6 wickets had gone down. I think the fielding side could have maybe put up more pressure on the batters, and 6 wickets had gone down. They didn't do so, and that's why you see now comfortably cruising towards the target, the Knights. So now scores are tied, scores are level, just 1 run away from the victory here, the Knights. They will have hoped for a slightly early finish, maybe from over number 15, 16 or so, but that didn't happen as they lost those big finishers quite early, and now just 1 run away from another victory here for the Knights. They will be happy. I think the big difference between both these sides was the fielding, and that's the finish here. Clipped away on the leg side, and that's the finishing runs here. Getting the boundary, Vikram Gaitonde, and he'll be really proud of himself and very pleased. So very pleasing performance, and Kapil Borkar will be very happy in the end. Looking at the performance of these batters, he himself led from the front, taking the charge, scoring those 40 runs, which made things much easy in the middle overs. But if you sum up this entire, I think Pranav Biche had an opportunity to just stay on the middle, but finally that long batting lineup has come to the rescue. Smith Dalvi and Vikram Gaitonde in the end finishing the job here left by their finishers. Great match here for the Knights. They're restricting the Stallions camp to just 141 on a very conducive wicket for the batters, much easy. And now, after that, I think the job well done by the bowlers, and then the batters coming in and contributing handsomely. Skipper leading from the front, and that's where you see Knights finishing well ahead of the 20 overs, and a comfortable victory, you can call it in the end. Stallions is a sorry tournament for them. Nothing much to talk about as far as betting is concerned. The only spark was the skipper batting, as well as Ankush Patil has been quite consistent as far as his run getting is concerned. Skipper bowled well, but overall, if you see, I think those experienced bowlers picking up 2 wickets is C. Ashok and Govind Gavkar himself, and that was the only highlight that brought them little interest in the game for the spectators. But it was full 2 marks for the team of the Knights to win, and they will be really a bit after this win. They will be coming up. So let's see where they stand up, finish. Yes, the Knights coming at number 4 with 3 victories at 6 points, tied with the Masters, but Masters having a little better overall net run rate. So that is the positions here in this competition so far. So I'll head straight away into the presentation ceremony. Hello, 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 Kapil. Requesting the players to be ready here for the post-match presentation ceremony. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all for the post-match presentation ceremony here at MCL Season 11 for the match just now concluded between the Knights and the Stallions. Well, the score of 141 was not good enough on this wicket. But overall, if we see a wonderful bowling performance as well as the fielding performance, restricting Stallions to 141 and then coming and finishing the job very well here. The batters of the Knights getting a comfortable victory and full 2 points and promoting themselves at number 4 position at this MCL Season 11. And with me, I request the Sudesh Nagwekar to kindly escort the chief guest for today's presentation ceremony is none other than Rajesh Nag, the Assistant Director of Transport, as well as the past President of MCC. So welcome our chief guest, Rajesh Baba, with a big round of applause here. So may I request Nikhil Virjinkar to have a word with us. Not the best way that he comes every time and every time It's the same story. What do I ask you? It's almost the same story every time. I thought that in spite of scoring 141, the fielding could have been a lot better. And those catches being taken in the first 6 overs, maybe we could have seen a much better game here. And the fielding was the big difference between both the sides.
I think it's becoming an embarrassing habit coming here after losing every single match. But I think today, I think we were on a high. We batted well, but I didn't. Thought we were about 25 runs short. We could have scored at least 160. We should have, I thought. And even 140 was a defendable total, I thought. We more or less bowled pretty well, but our fielders kind of let us down in the beginning. I think when it's a good batsman, it's a crime to drop a sitter, essentially. Although we did catch some good catches in the end on the boundary. But I think those drop catches in the beginning made a big difference. We would have put a lot more pressure on the opposition if we had caught those catches. And I think 141 was defendable, but uh, where things go when you're in this kind of a habit, I think we need somebody extraordinary to perform to actually overcome those odds.
I saw a total revamp in the and shuffle in the batting order from the openers coming at number 7. You tried everything but the problem with the team is you are not getting the finish. No, I'm not talking about a finish in the second innings, but finishing the innings because you are looking good for 160, but that finish is not coming. You're getting the strength and cementing your middle order. They are getting the runs 30, 35s, but that big finish of getting towards the last maybe 20 extra runs, which is not happening.
I think you're right. I think we are not getting past that hurdle of 140, seemingly. Even though we had a good batsman at the end, we could not get those runs. So we actually, you're right, we did try everything, even in the bowling department. But somehow we could not overcome. So let's see, one more match to go. We'll do what we can.
Hard luck, the captain, and now last match is all for the pride to play it, and better luck for the last game. That was Nikhil Virjinkar, a dejected face. I can understand losing all the games now. May I invite the winning captain here, Kapil Sinai Borkar. Well, congratulations, smiles there. Well, I thought there were some changes done in the batting order, getting Pranav and Siddharth. Maybe you were thinking about improving on the net run rate at that point of time, sending them.
Yes, we wanted a good win actually today. So since in 10 overs we were going well, so I thought maybe Siddharth and Pranav can finish it in 15 overs, but we couldn't able to do it. But it's okay. Our boys played well, especially in fielding departments. We were dropping catches in last couple of matches. So I told my boys today our coach Jaggu is not there. So I told in the dressing room today we have to win for Jaggu. So the boys showed in fielding department. They did excellent job, especially Smith catches, and I think that played a crucial role. We could able to restrict them 10-15 runs because of catches, I feel.
Yes, that was the point was coming back to because almost saved so many field boundaries there as Smith Dalvi as well as good catch from Kaushik Paifonekar. And overall fielding, you see, I thought that fielding was the big difference because if Kapil Sinai Borkers and other catches were taken in the power play overs, things could have been different in the second innings, which the catches were not pounced by the Stallions came. And that was the big difference I felt. They could have hit it for 160, but you restricted them to 140.
Yes, definitely. It's always said that catches win matches. So even while we were betting, I played some rash shots in the beginning, but then Gomzi told me that you have to be on the wicket for 10, 12 overs. So then I kept my nerves under control, and my innings was crucial because today I was playing 20, 25s in last couple of matches. So my teammates said you are 35 is needed in this match. So I just delivered for the team. And especially again, I'm saying this win is for our coach Jaggu if he is winning because he has put a lot of efforts in our fielding, batting, personal drills. So the boys has showed today. So this win is dedicated to our coach Jaggu.
And one more question here. There was a definite change in your approach in bowling. You are bowling with floaters. You are not bowling with gentle medium pacers, which I realized in the first over itself. Was there a plan that was tried in the nets, or was there a definite plan or definite shift in the thinking here that maybe a little bit tossed up deliveries are much better than the medium pacers?
In last couple of matches, I bowled really bad. I gave more than 10, 12 runs in last few matches. So I thought to try bowl little slower. And the wicket is not easy to bet on for the slower bowlers. You cannot time well. So that's what I tried, and it worked it today.
And there's the skipper, the captain here, leading from the front, and he doesn't have to go too far distance. Kapil, you are the player of the match for today's game. Skipper leading and taking the charge, scoring a beautiful 40 runs. And then the important spell of picking 2 wickets over just 16 runs in these 3 overs. He is the player of the match, Kapil Sinaiborkar. Congratulations to Kapil Sinaiborkar. Yes, maybe one last word from the captain as he thinks.
I just forgot to appreciate the innings of Smith and uh, Vikram Gaitonde. We wanted someone to perform other than Pranav and Siddharth. So Vikram and Smith, you delivered it today. Congratulations.
Yes, okay, yeah. Thank you very much. That was from the captain, and that's it from Harish Kakodkar. It was a comfortable victory in the end for the Knights, and it is Kapil Sinaiborkar who clinched the Player of the Match award. So Knights with one more win, and that's it. We are heading for the second tie of the day. Is going to be between the Warriors and the Tigers coming up at 2 p.m. sharp. That's bye from Harish.